Hello?
Dance like she did it again. I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool with it, I'll treat you right.
Dear diary, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey guys, welcome back to this video. I'm happy that you're here. My name is Kiki if you are new. I wanted to introduce this vlog, which is a little bit different because I want to start doing a little more of a, not necessarily structured, but just a series style vlog on my channel, which is going to be about following my journey during my 20s. I am currently now 25, so we are like halfway through my 20s when I've decided to do this, but I think it will still be interesting to see my progression until I get to 30, and it will be something I can look back on and like, wow, I really did that. This is what happened during my 20s. So I'm excited. Finally, I feel like this has kind of brought back my assignment for YouTube a little bit more as well. But I'm excited to start this series, so hopefully start posting vlogs a little bit more regularly as well. And it's just going to be about me being a little bit more vulnerable about my experiences at this time at different stages and ages that I'm in my life, and sharing that with you, especially as like, I always thought back when I was younger, when I was 25, I would be like an adult, like I'd have like house, car, job, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it was. But you know, like I thought I would have my life together by the age of 25, and I am very, very far away from where I thought I would be. So I'm a bit like, maybe I should share this, because not everyone has their life together at this age. Not everyone has their life together when they're like 30 plus. You never know where I will be when I'm that age, but we've got 5 years to figure it out. So that whole like thing that's been trending on Twitter where it's like, I'm a 23-year-old teenager or a 25-year-old teenager or something like that. It's like, yeah, I'm a baby. I'm an adult baby basically, which is so true, because your brain doesn't even fully develop until you're in your 20s. So it's like, hello, why are we telling people they're adults when they're 18? Because they really are not, like psychologically speaking. So yeah, that is what this series is gonna be about, or the future vlogs are gonna be about. I will still do like my travel vlogs. I'll still do like probably some other stuff here and there. I don't know how I will incorporate other vlogs in, but it will be focused around following me in my 20s for now and see where it takes us. So I'm excited to start this and stop talking, because you guys need to get into this video, which is already pretty long. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
With every passing moment, thoughts of you run through my head. I am slowly realizing I think you're truly essence.
Hey there guys, long time no vlog, to be honest, and long time no film anything. Just made myself some breakfast, as you guys saw. But yeah, I haven't filmed in a while. I think by the time this vlog goes up, I would have already filmed, like videos would have already come out, so you probably wouldn't have, well, you would have noticed, because it's been like 3 weeks since I posted or something like that. Also probably the longest I haven't posted in a while. But yeah, not really lots to update you on, I feel like, because I don't know where I've been. Well, I know where I've been, but I haven't been doing anything crazy or anything. I was actually intentionally going to I intended to film in August, do an August vlog, because usually I have quite a few stuff going on in August. And I went to the CloudX festival. I filmed a couple of clips from that. I have an hour 20 to leave, and this is what I look like. Natural hair for the win, always. Praying that this turns out fine. See anyone? Okay, thank fuck for that. Thought you were stuck on the train then.
Can you roll with me? Oh, baby. All over me. Can you take control of me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. I think I like how your body feels next to me. Oh, baby, when you're kissing me. Oh, baby, when you're loving me. I can't describe what I want to do to you tonight. Oh, baby, when you come to me, I'll make it so you never leave. Can you rock with me? Oh, baby, now stop for me to the top of me. I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. Can you roll with me? Oh, baby, all over me, take control of me.
And I also went to Carnival, first time back since COVID, so that was a good time, and I filmed like a couple of clips from that as well. We are on our way to Carnival 2023. Carnival 2023. Yeah.
I need to add them before.
Have a little fit check. Do a spin. Oh. Oh crap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm back on my game, on my yang energy. I'm noticing I've been tracking my period, my menstrual cycle for the last, I think I've tracked at least 6 cycles so far, and I'm noticing that I have like a yin and a yang phase, and it's not even like each cycle is like I get one yin cycle and then the next one's a yang cycle, which if you have no idea what I'm talking about, basically the yin cycle is more like a feminine intuitive cycle, or introspective cycle I should call it, and the yang cycle is more of like the masculine action taking cycle. But I'm realizing that that cycle was not a, like you have one and then you have the next one and it's very nicely balanced out. No, it's like I'm having 3 of my cycles being a yin phase and then another like 3 being yang, and I don't know whether this is something I've always experienced. I feel like it is, because I do go through fluctuations quite a lot in my energy levels, and I've always noticed that I'm not always like that. I mean, everyone's always like to me, oh, you're always tired, or you're always whatever, you always have no motivation, or you can't be bothered to do stuff. I mean, I don't think they really say it like that, but I go through phases of like extreme productivity, hyper focusedness, like want to do any and everything at once, and then a lot of like brain fog, a lot of not being able to do, or not feeling able to do anything, or not feeling creative in that respect, and then it literally just forces me to like go inwards and just reflect on my own well-being and self and just nurture myself. So obviously it's a very beneficial cycle to have in my body, but it's not so beneficial when it's not super balanced, let's say that. So right now I've I mean, I'm not having like a lot of physical experiences, but, or like, you know, adventurous, I'm not living a very adventurous life at the moment, but I guess I'm having a lot of introspective experiences or perspectives coming up, which I am sharing, or I'm about to start sharing again. Yeah, the only thing is, it's like with social media, the kind of way it works is, which I don't know, maybe I need to get out of that mindset that the more you show up on social media, the better it works out. But I can't see a different example of where someone has only showed up at certain times and been successful in it. Like all of the bigger creators, the creators who have built up a audience on the platform, on any platform that's on social media really, they've all been very consistent at some point in order to build that audience, and then they kind of have the freedom to post whenever because they have the supporters there. Whereas I haven't really, I've been consistent at times, but it hasn't been to a point where I've been able to build that audience or community yet. So I'm like, I don't quite know how this energy is going to benefit me in terms of what I'm trying to do at the moment. Ignoring all of that, the plan for today is filming quite a bit of content. I want to at least do some short form content. I want to maybe film a YouTube video. I've been editing that astrology and personal style video, and it's only the first 4 signs. I've been editing that video for like the past 3 weeks, which is why I haven't posted in like 3 weeks. It's just so much, like little, like not having a software where I can easily put like little, like input little pictures on the screen and stuff like that is really slowing me down in terms of editing. I mean, I've not had it for, I used to have it back in where I could do like 2, if anyone knows about editing you'll understand this bit, if not we'll be like what, but where I used to have like 2 timelines. So basically I'll say it like this, iMovie only allows you to have 2 timelines of video, whereas I used to have Sony Vegas back in like 2016 maybe, I don't know, quite a while ago now, and that allows you as many as you wanted, I think. So with only having 2 timelines, I can only put like say 1 other image on the screen at the same time, which means I need to go on a different application. So it's just a longer process. When I want to edit more informational videos, that's when it's really taking me such a long time to get them out, because it just takes a lot of time to even create the little extra bits that makes the video engaging, in my opinion. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But like I said, today we're filming some content. Haven't done that in a hot minute. I also really want to go to the park, I think. Something I've been meaning to do this whole summer. I just never do it. I always forget how sunny it gets in September for us. The funny thing is, I've really been looking forward to autumn, like a weird amount. I've really been looking forward to it. I've literally been changing, I'm like going to change my phone screen, like I'm going to be very like themed orientated this autumn for some reason. I don't know why I've been looking forward to autumn so much, but like a lot of like just nostalgic feelings are coming up in regards to autumn. I feel like I'm back in 2017, 16, I don't even know what time period it was, but like the old YouTube days where people used to like do themed videos each year, like a autumn routine and a fall routine, I guess they would call it. And the thing is, when I'm in this young phase, it's like I want to do everything at once. Like there's not just one thing I want to accomplish or do, it's like everything. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, but I want to go for a walk, but I also want to hang out in the park for a little bit, but I also want to film these videos, so I can't do them all. So which one are we going to do? and that's where I get like, it's like there's too much going on, and in the yin phase there's not enough going on, and I don't quite know how to balance that yet, so we working that out. Okay, I just got done filming some short form content. I think I only filmed like 4 things. Sometimes I'm like, once I'm like makeup kind of on, outfit on, in the mood, I'm like, come on, let's keep filming, but I just run. I value quality over quantity for me always, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. As you can see, new location unlocked. Yeah, I was filming in here because I'm kind of want to do something a little bit different on my Instagram, on the KikiLiving community Instagram anyway. On the community page, I want to like post a little bit more like almost diary style entries, just a little bit more intimate thoughts maybe. Kind of, I don't know, we're just switching it up a little bit, needed something different. Like I said, when I come out of that yin phase, I kind of like, my content kind of gets pushed in a new wave, or there's like just some new element. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, probably not. There's new element that I always add. I come out with some new idea anyway that I want to implement, so that's what I'm doing. Look how cute. Oh, you guys haven't seen this. What, have you? No, you haven't. Look at this cardigan. How precious is this cardigan? This is from Weekday. And funny enough, it was one of the moments where just synchronistic events happening. I saw this cardigan back in probably early like January, February, like early this year. I really wanted this cardigan, and it was either 50 something pounds, 60 something, I'm sure it was quite a lot. It was like 64 pounds or something like that on Weekday. I was like, yeah, I can just not justify buying that at the moment, so I'll let it go. Every time I see it, I love it, but it just wasn't feasible. And then I went a Weekday just like kind of browsing. Sometimes I just like to online shop and not buy anything, just because it's I'm a clothes girl. Like you probably, since I haven't really been buying clothes as much, maybe you don't even notice that, but I just love fashion a lot, and I love makeup too, but I feel like my makeup has kind of gone a lot more on the natural side. Like today all I'm wearing is concealer, blush. Also the camera quality is weird when it's on the film mode, but it's making me look very red for some reason. It's weird. And I kept accidentally filming on like the wrong mode, and I didn't want to refilm because it felt very authentic. And then, so if you see stuff on my page that some of them look like a little bit differently, the colours look a little bit off, then that would be why. But I don't know why it's doing this right now, but anyway. Yeah, talking about the cardigan. It's so soft as well, like it's soft. I can see why it was this much money. But I went back on Weekday, browsing through. I was like, just let me check the sale section. Like I do this thing where I imagine what I would buy if I like had the money to buy it at the moment. Like if I really wanted to spend money on it. So I was like, oh, let's have a look through the sale section, because that's what I would do. So I was like browsing the sale section. This is in the sale section, and it was it was 19 pounds. Guys, from 60 odd pounds, I think it was 60 odd pounds, to 19 pounds. Yeah, and they had a good size. I think it's size small. You know, sometimes like when the size is like a large or it's like a extra small, you know, it's just not your size basically. That's why it's in the discount section. But no, they had it in the small. I'm absolutely obsessed. I actually haven't got to wear it out yet. It's been too hot. But I'm going to be rinsing that cardigan, and I just put it on to film a little couple of clips, and I was sweating in it already. But yeah, it's very, very cute. A very cute cardigan. Like just this texture I love, like the fur style of stuff. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just love the it's not Sherpa, it's like a shaggy, yeah, like a shaggy effect on clothing. Shoes, like the Marni shoes that are kind of like that shaggy fur. Love it. Would totally get them. Why did we talk about cardigan? What was I talking about? Yeah, so I've just filmed a little short form content. I was on TikTok just a minute ago trying to find some like little sound bites and stuff that I could maybe use, but nothing's coming up. I need to do that a little bit more, just so that I can like have them there ready. Oh, actually sometimes I do send myself stuff, so let me see if I've got anything. I could stitch this actually, it's very generator-ish. I might stitch that video. Yeah, then I'm gonna go downstairs and try to film a video. I'm not sure what video I want to film. Like, I've got a couple of like, I know a couple of videos I want to film, but I'm like, which one do I do now, today? Let me tell you what I got going on. Oh, I haven't. Okay, hold on. Right, so to film we have astrology and personal style, the next 4 signs, so that'll be part 3. We have romanticizing fall. I kind of want to do like a fall theme video. Like I said, I'm very much in the full mood and I want to capitalize off that, so we're gonna do that. I want to film another unsolicited advice video, and I haven't filmed one of those in ages. I don't think I filmed one this year actually. Wow, maybe I haven't filmed one at all this year. I don't think I have, but I've been waiting until I feel re-inspired to film that, so I do feel like I want to film one of those. And also have a pick card that I want to film this month. So there's kind of the ones I want to film this month. In a way, I kind of just want to go to the park and like sit outside and chill. So we might do that. You'll see in the next clip what we get up to. Okay, so I did leave the house. And I was like on my way to the park, walking to the park, and then I realized I didn't bring my purse. I didn't bring any money out, and I was like, first of all, you're already a little bit hungry and you don't have money. Like, what about if you get thirsty? What about if you want to get something on the way back? You're gonna really regret it. So I trekked back home, and then I was kind of like, do you know what, you are already hungry, like just eat your lunch while you're there. So the whole idea was like, I was picturing me coming home and like sitting down and like eating, because I have this thing where like I can't eat on the go. I like to eat when I'm like comfortable. I know that there's no rush. I know that there's nowhere else to go. So that's my ideal like eating environment. So that's why I was like, I'll just wait till I get back to eat. And I bought like a couple of snacks with me. And then, like I said, I came back home and I was like, do you know what, just eat your food now, which is a big growth for me, because in the past I wouldn't have come back for my purse. I would have been like, I'll be fine, and then just kept going and then like really regretted it later. But we came home, we sat down. I've got leftover cottage pie and some salad. I'll show you that video in a minute. And I've got some iced coffee, which I've been looking forward to today as well, all day. So we're gonna try again later. It's actually really hot outside. I didn't realize, I've looked at the temperature, it's 29 degrees. I did not realize it was that hot right now. This camera still, the lighting is not right. I don't know what I've done, but it's weird. But yeah, 29 degrees. Yeah, maybe today is not the best, or right now anyway, it's not the best time to head out into the sun. Whew. I'm kind of glad I turned back. It's like going to be 25 degrees at 7 p.m. I mean, the sun will still be out. So yeah, I might head out a little like in the evening actually. Like this whole week is 31, 30, 30, 29. Wow, we are having a heat wave in September. Okay. I've been thinking about this all day because it was so good yesterday. Just cottage pie. I did make it, by the way. It was my mama made it, but it was so good. So I'm excited to eat this. Maybe I should watch Disenchanted. Well, I'm gonna rinse through that show. I know what I was doing while I wasn't filming. I was binging The Great North. I was binging Married at First Sight Australia. Kind of got fed up with it. I don't like the way they film that show. Like, they recap what happens in every single episode, and I'm like, I've just seen the episode. Even if I didn't just see the episode, I don't need to see recap every 5 minutes just so you can bulk out your show. I started watching Made in Chelsea, the I can't remember where they've gone, you know, when they do like the little trips. I am a Made in Chelsea girl. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, of course, but I do like to watch it now and again. I do kind of wish, I feel like because Made in Chelsea nowadays is so, like back in the day it used to be like the kind of, I don't know, I feel like you used to see more of the extreme wealth that was in it, and now it kind of just seems like people who come from wealthy families but they're kind of in uni or they're really young and they don't really have, I don't know, I'm missing the wealth. Like I don't want to just see the drama all the time. I want to see like you in flashy cars. I want to see you doing something fun. I don't know what I mean, but it's a bit like watching the Kardashians. Like I kind of just like watching it. I don't really watch it anymore, but I liked watching it to see like the extravagancies of what things are happening. So no, wait, I'll go and watch a little bit of YouTube now. I'm so confused. I mean, it's not as bad as before. It's not pink, I guess. I think I fixed it. I realised that I probably haven't filmed since I went to my dad's wedding and I took photos for the wedding, so I think I changed the settings when I did that. That would be my fault. Okay, so you're back now. This is how I usually would record. That's annoying. Wish I kind of figured that out like earlier. Since I haven't really shown you much, I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of this coaching program I'm putting together. It's going to be focused around alignment, so getting back into alignment, and it's going to be a certain amount of weeks as well. It's going to be kind of a bit more structured than if I was to just do like one-to-one classes or something like that, I think. As kind of like my first ever launch in terms of coaching, I think it's better if I approach it in this way. This is the way I've approached it anyway. And yeah, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek behind the scenes. This is what I've been working on since May, and I've only really like knuckled down, properly invested, well, I've been investing time in it since May, but I've been like giving myself a deadline basically, which is the end of September. And yeah, that's what I mean. So why is my battery already low? Hold on. I feel like my batteries are really weird. Like, I don't know if this is just normal, but even if I don't use them, they will still kind of run out of battery. Like, they'll still run low. Like, this hasn't been used. I'm pretty sure this was fully charged and it hasn't been used. Sorry, there was something on the camera or my face or on the camera. I don't know. And it hasn't been used in months and it's low, so that's weird. Okay, so I haven't finalized the front page, I think, but I'll show you with the old color scheme. So the old color scheme was this. but I'm building on it basically, or I'm just changing the colors around or something like that. So it's very easy still, but it is adding a little bit more time on, and I'm currently on week 3 of that. So I am almost up to date technically, which is good. The program is 10 weeks and I'm on week number 7, I want to say, in terms of my planning. So not much left to do, which is good. But we are on, am I on week 7 or have I finished week 7? Please, have I finished week 7? I've finished week 7. Love that for me. So I'm actually on week 8, yes. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. I was kind of like, I don't know, I guess kind of keeping it a secret a bit. Not secret, but I was like, do I show it, do I not? But I feel like looking back, I'm going to really like that I have a little bit, or at least, of something documented about the process of me putting it together. I don't know how much you guys are really going to care about this, but just for my own flashbacks, I guess, own nostalgia. The way I approached it is thinking about what I did in terms of my own healing, and kind of, if does my top look wet on camera? It does. Yeah, I spilled something on my top and I've just kind of cleaned it off, so if that looks wet, that's why. So I've thought about what I've done in terms of approaching my own healing, and then put that into more of like a structured program and focused it around, it's not so much around healing, because healing is just, there's a lot to it. And you know, I'm not like a trained therapist or psychologist or psychiatrist or anything like that, so I don't want to step into too much of a territory that is not within my skill set. Like, obviously I can read all the stuff, I always have an interest in psychology, so I know some of like the stuff, and I did psychology in school, so some of the like key terminologies, yeah, I might know, but I don't want to overstep, basically. You know, I want to just be able to do things that I know I'm personally skilled at. I think right now what I'm going to do is just do a little bit more editing of my astrology and personal style video. Like I said, I really want to get that out. I really want to finish that. Taking a long time. I think I'm on, like I said, I did the first 4 signs, so from Aries to Cancer. That's how much I've filmed, and that's what's going to go up first. And I'm currently on Gemini, I think, in terms of putting all the clips in and adding all the extra stuff, all the extra kind of like pop-up screen stuff. That's what I'm gonna do now, just kind of keep adding. luckily here there's no shade, and as you can see it's very noisy. I'm literally right by the kids playing football, whatever they're doing. And yeah, so I need to move spot. And also I've got my little clips of like me entering the park and stuff. I don't know how aesthetic YouTubers do this, but I feel like you're just not in the moment properly because you're thinking about getting the shot. And I think I've heard people speak about this before, but it's very much like, yeah, I need to get my shots and move on and just enjoy what I'm doing. Otherwise I won't be present, you know? Hey guys, so I am back home now. Would have actually stayed in the park a little bit longer, but I need the toilet and there's no toilets near the park. And I was like, oh gosh, my ears kind of hurt actually. I was thinking I don't want to be walking home when I'm like bursting for the toilet, so let me just leave now. Sat down, read a little bit of my book, like a very little bit. Mostly was just listening to music. Like I would really recommend, something that I've loved that I've done is make a playlist that is like a movie playlist. So as if I was living, like if I was a main character in the movie, what would my theme be? Not even actually my theme, but just like songs that I've either loved from movies or like that just reminded me of like a very like nostalgic movie theme, which I guess to be honest would probably be my movie. So yeah, I was listening to that while reading the book, and it's so funny how like the songs were lining up to what was happening in the book. I'm reading right now, I'm reading, what's it called again? I've got it on here. I'm very proud of my Notion book, what's it called? Bookshelf. I've called it bookshelf. I feel like it could look a little bit better. Oh, you can't see that, hold on, let me see. So that's what it looks like. Well, that's what the thingy looks like. The cover looks like. Oh, I'm reading Anxious People right now. I've had this in my bookshelf for nearly a year. Not really a year, I think I got it around Christmas or my February time. And it is a different book for me because it's like a humor-based book, and so I'm like trying to get into it. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be my thing. I'm still kind of, I'm very early into the book anyway, so it's a bit like, let me not do too much. But I think I usually know whether or not I'm gonna like a book like straight from the jump, so we'll see if I like it, if I end up liking it. I'm getting like a couple of giggles throughout the book, so the humor is humoring. It's not like a ha 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 funny, but it's like a yeah, like a little giggle. A little giggle. I really want to add some more books to like an autumn reading list. I'm very much into reading at the moment, if you can't tell. But I've never like read seasonally, as in like read books for a particular season. And I've got Coraline on my shelf already, and I've got, well, my sister has Verity, so I think I'm going to try and read those two, but maybe more so around like October time. So I need some September books, and I don't really have any. Like I have the Midnight Library, which I think is kind of like a cozy book, but I'm not really ready to read that again. It wasn't one of my favorites. I really wanted to reread Call Me By Your Name this summertime, but where my books are, like a lot of the books I've already read, they're in a really difficult place for me to get to, so I was kind of just like, it's just gonna have to stay there. But I really wish I had reread that for the summer season. I'm definitely gonna have to do that next year. I'm very excited about autumn. I don't know if I said this already in this vlog, but I'm looking forward to autumn so much. Like the most I've ever looked forward to more autumn in my life. Anyway, I need to film a couple of short form content clips, so let me stop chatting. my hair. I look fly, I look good. Put that on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, wish you would. I look too good. Put that on my own. Morning, guys. I was in my head, I was literally about to be like, oh, what is that? Why's my face so rough? Another day, another sleigh. Why? I don't know. Hey guys, long time no vlog. I'm not quite sure why I've just picked up the camera to vlog, to be honest. I don't actually have a lot to do or say. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've come on camera. Well, obviously not for you as part of the video, but for me personally. I don't know, I feel like I still love YouTube and everything, but there's just, I don't know what it is this year, but I feel like I haven't been able to create in the way that I have been able to create the videos I want, but I don't, it's really hard to explain. It's like I don't know how, I don't feel like I've been able to create in the right kind of consistency that I've been wanting to create in, or that I've previously done before. And so I'm a bit like, I don't know what's going on right now. Like this whole year has just been a, I don't even know what's going on. That's how I feel about this year, to be honest. And I had a lot of hope going into this year, and I'm like, oh, so naive. But I count my year as from my birthday until my next birthday, because that's your solar return year. So it's kind of like the year of changes for yourself when you count it that way. And my birthday's in February, so we are kind of, we're almost there. Not really. How many months left? Let's just say September's over. We're in October, November, December. Okay, so we've got about 4 or 5 months left until my birthday. And I'm ready for this year to be done, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of over this kind of weird energy. I know I think I've got Neptune conjunct my moon and my Mars, because my Mars and my moon are close, very closely conjunct. So I've got Neptune conjunct those two energies for my solar return year, or in my solar return chart. So I think that's probably why I feel very like ungrounded this year. I'm just kind of like, I don't actually know what is happening, which is very Neptune energy. So yeah, I've just been very out of it this year. I feel like I actually, if I look back on this year, if I don't look at photos, I feel like I've done nothing. Like I can't actually recall events from this year. I feel like my year has just been like me doing nothing. So that's interesting. Yeah, anyway, I've just made some breakfast. It's not breakfast time, it's like actually lunchtime at this point, but this is what we're at. This is what we're doing. It's alright. I'm gonna sit down and probably get started on some work. I'm not quite sure what I want to do today. Today yesterday anyway, I wanted today to be the day when I go to town, have my little cute like autumnal fall day, which I'm gonna like make into a video as well, or hoping to make into a video. See, it's even stuff like that, like I want to make a video about something and then I'll think about how much work needs to come into it, or I'll think about the fact that I kind of just want to enjoy it, and I'll be like, should I just not do it? Whereas usually I would be so excited to make that video that it wouldn't even feel like a lot of effort to put in, or you know, it wouldn't feel like that. So I don't really know what's going on with me at the moment, but hopefully we'll get over it. I think well, I don't know, there's lots of reasons for me feeling like this, to be honest. One of them, I really need a new book to read. I tried to read what was it called, Anxious People. I was kind of reading it, but I just wasn't feeling it. It's not the vibe I need right now. Like it's very much similar to the Midnight Library, like that kind of vibe of society, critiquing society and its impactfulness on mental health and depression and stuff like that, obviously in more like a comedic way, but it's just not the vibe I need right now. I need like an escape from society or reality. I don't need to feel depressed and reflect on the depressingness of society at the moment. So I kind of just stopped reading it, and now I don't really have anything to read at the moment. I've kind of read most of the books that I have on my shelf, and again, even if I did want to reread some of them, they're not really fitting the theme of life right now that I need. So that's another thing. I want to go to the bookshop and maybe get some more books, although I'm not sure what mood of books I'm in. I think I'm definitely feeling the fantasy vibe a lot more. Like I want another fantasy book, and I saw this book recommended called The Cloisters. I'll put it on the screen. The Cloisters, but it seems like it's not, I don't know if it's out or not yet. It says, when in the UK it says pre-order, some places says they've got it, so maybe it's not out in the UK yet. It's basically got a kind of tarot theme to it, which I think would be quite interesting as someone who practices tarot. I feel like I'd love to see how they thread it into the book or something like that. It's like using tarot as a modern way, in a modern way. I don't remember what the theme of the book was. Oh, here it says, so one of the characters in the book is convinced that the history of tarot holds a key to unlocking contemporary fortune telling. So I think that's a very cool vibe, or I would have loved for that to be a vibe, but I can't get the paperback until 2024, so that's out of the question. And I'm not reading another hardback book after reading The Access Paradox, which I got in hardback, and it was just a lot more effort to read. It was just a lot more unenjoyable. I'm not saying the book was particularly unenjoyable. I definitely preferred the first Atlas 6 compared to the second one, but yeah, it was just annoying to read. Another one that looks interesting is The Bear and the Nightingale, but it kind of has like more of a wintry, Christmassy feel to it, so I'm like, I might save that for like closer to December, November time. Like right now I want some fantasy, maybe a little bit of spooky mystery vibes. My sister does have a Verity upstairs that I could read, which I think I might just end up reading before, like I kind of want to read that around October time, to be honest. So we'll see, we will really see what happens. I don't know, I need some more book recommendations at this point. I'll probably see what BookTok is saying. But anyway, yeah, with me being very not so driven to post on YouTube these days, or at the moment, I feel like my focus has really been on my Instagram page, like particularly the KikiLiving community page. Like I've really been enjoying experimenting with different styles of content making and coming up with ideas, which is different for me because I think it was last year or something like that. That was very stressful for me. Like YouTube videos, I could just like come up with ideas instantly, but when it came to short form content, it was a lot for my brain to get my head around at the beginning. But now I like kind of love it. I kind of love the I don't like that I can't say everything I want to say in one video. Like TikTok obviously allows a lot more time, which is nice, but I like the whole concept of like designing the cover and making my feed look really presentable and nice. And I feel like I've finally I've kind of settled on a style that I want that page to look like, for now anyway. You know me, I'm always changing something. Like I really come back from a hiatus and I just change like my cover page. I want to redesign everything, redesign my logo for the KikiLiving community. I'm kind of just testing it out for now to see how I like it. I did like the old logo, but I just don't know if I liked the color of it, and I do like how sleek this current logo looks. I'm enjoying that at the moment. So like I'm enjoying it so much. I've created, this is a lot for me, but I've created the next month of covers and like ideas already as well, which is something I'm congratulating myself for, because it's something I definitely did not do previously. So yeah, we definitely say, I think this goes maybe for quite a few creators nowadays, especially who don't have help like with editing or creating on their other platforms. It's like one platform takes priority at one time and it's really hard to multitask that. I don't know how they're doing it. But yeah, I mean, I love editing my videos. But I think in the future, if I obviously continued with like what I'm doing in terms of like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever else is existing at that time, I definitely feel like I'd probably bring another editor onto the team or something like that, because it's quite hard to keep up with everything all of the time and be consistent on everything all of the time. And then again, I'm very much neglecting my personal Instagram at this time because I just feel like I can't create, or my brain hasn't configured how to create the content that I truly want on that page either. So, and content that really reflects what the page is for, if that makes sense, that reflects the brand. Another thing I've really missed posting about on my YouTube, another thing I've really missed creating content for on YouTube and other kind of platforms as well is fashion content. I've really fallen back in love with fashion content. I don't buy clothes as often anymore. I literally haven't bought clothes in like months, and that's probably the first clothing purchase I've made this year. That might be a lie. I did buy clothes around my birthday, but like I say, if it's not my birthday or something, I'm not really buying clothes at this time because I just literally cannot afford it. Like I'm not, it doesn't need to be in my budget basically, clothes. It's just not a necessity at this time. And I kind of like that because there was a point where I was like consuming way too much and it just wasn't, then I just wouldn't really wear everything that I wanted, and I didn't really know what my personal style was, you know. I was still trying to figure it out. So in terms of creating content around like say a haul or something very simple like that, no, I'm not going to do that, or I don't even have the capacity to do that at this time. But I'm trying to work out how I can fit a bit more fashion content into the content I already create. One of the ways was definitely that astrology and personal style series that I'm doing. It definitely intertwines both my loves. So that's, I love that I've created that. I've still got 2 more videos to create for that. But yeah, I think this year we're really just riding the wave of I don't know where we're going or what we're doing, and we're just seeing what comes of it. There's nothing else I can do. Like I actually do not have the brain capacity to do anything differently, if that makes any sense. Right, have any of you guys ever experienced brain fog? Like I get a lot of brain fog around certain points in my period or my menstrual cycle. And if you know what brain fog is, like maybe if you've been pregnant as well, I know there's like pregnancy brain and stuff like that. Like that's how I feel a lot of the time at the moment. Like just like there's a massive cloud on my brain, on my head, and I'm not quite sure what is happening. So Neptune is really kicking my ass right now, even though I'm literally have a Pisces stellium, so I should be used to the energy, but I'm a lot more clear-headed than I have been this year. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna eat this food. It's kind of gone cold, so I'm gonna go heat up and yeah, figure out what I want to do for today. As you can see, I'm like literally ready to run out the door. We're gonna get in the cozy season mood. I've been very excited for autumn to come. I want to go to town. There's some things I need to get and do, and then maybe get a pumpkin spice latte. I didn't end up getting one last year because I just kind of waited too long. So fingers crossed I'm in the mood, because I'm not quite in the mood for a pumpkin spice, to be honest, right now. So fingers crossed I'm in the mood for that, and we'll get one of those. Yeah, just have a really nice day. So that's the plan for today, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. Yeah, see what we get up to.
I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool with it, I'll treat you right. Here is where you wanna be. I know them. I'm ready to do it for you. If won't let me. You're cool with it, right. Here is where we.
extremely tired. Got some McDonald's on the way home, and I didn't end up going to the park because my hip was absolutely killing me. I mean, I usually walk to town, so obviously I walked to town, but oh my gosh, I was literally walking with a limp, because is that what it's called? Can't even think. But walking not right because my hip was actually killing me, so there was no way I could go to the park, which was annoying, number one. Number two, I didn't end up getting the pumpkin spice latte because I was like, I'm ready to go home now, and I don't want to carry it and drink it on the way home because I just had too much stuff as well that I was already carrying. And I was like, do you know what, let's just go, I'll go to Mackey's and get a iced frappe type thing. That will make up for it. They didn't even have that. They didn't have the iced frappes today for some reason. They didn't have that, and then they didn't have fizzy drinks. They did have ooh, I have a spend £20, save £5 on a McDonald's order. That's a good one. Never seen that one before. Yeah, luckily they had milkshakes, so I just got a milkshake. Wasn't really in the mood for a milkshake, but this is nice and hot, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Got a McCrispy with my McDonald's points. Was about 5,000 points or something, but I feel like one good thing with McDonald's, they give you a lot of points for an order, so it's not like Superdrug, which I guess I don't really go to Superdrug as much as I probably could. But yeah, it's not like Superdrug where you're literally having to buy loads of stuff to get a small number of points. So I'm gonna go with the sweet curry today. Also got an apple pie, because yeah. So I got the McCrispy for free, more or less. Yeah, it was free. Gourmet, it's free, and these chips are kind of cold. But I'm too hungry to heat them up. I'll give you a little mini haul because I literally got nothing a little bit later on, because I need to decompress and just relax for a minute, because I just feel like I could not just feel like there was no point me going to town, to be honest. Just was not the day that I wanted it to be, and that is why you listen to your sacred authority generators or manifesting generators, because when I woke up this morning I was like, I'm not really feeling doing this like cute autumnal day in town, to be honest with you. But I was just like, if you don't go today, I don't know when you're gonna go, and you need to go before Sunday, because there was just stuff I needed to get. One of the things was like that clay, sorry, I've got hair, my hair stuck in my earring, was that Aztec clay mask thing that I love on my hair, but I've run out of mine, so I went to get another one. They had one left, and it just had a massive dent in it. It looked like it had been opened, and it just was not the vibe. So I was like, I'm not gonna settle, even though I do need it. I'll just wait, I'll buy it online or something. And I was like, oh, I can buy it on the shop on the way home. Got like all the way to the bottom of the road and was like, oh shoot, I forgot to look in the shop. So yeah, went in Waterstones, couldn't really find a book that I was 100% interested in. I kind of went in looking for something like A Touch of Darkness or something, I can't remember what it's called, I'll put it on the screen, but I saw someone recommended it. I'm looking for like an autumnal, not really spooky, but like fantasy, cozy, hopefully book. And I don't want it to be like a cheesy romance or something like that. And I also didn't want it to be like a YA really, because I want to read, and I also didn't want it to be an author that I've already read before, because I want to read more authors and I want to be introduced into new, I don't know, new vibes, new writing styles, you know, before I like go back to the authors that I've already kind of liked. I also forgot to mention that I looked at the weather, right? You know, I was thinking, well, the weather said it's gonna rain for a little bit. Okay, fair enough, whatever. and the weather was about 20 degrees, and I don't know why my mind didn't be like, you know what, 20 degrees is kind of warm. I was out there in a full turtleneck coat, furry coat, and I was hot. I wasn't even necessarily hot. Well, do you know what, it was feeling a bit suffocated. Everyone was out there in like short sleeve t-shirts and summer dresses, and I'm out here in a turtleneck top, so I felt a bit silly. Felt very silly walking around. Very hot. Just a little bit impractical. My brain was just on like, ooh, it's autumn, let's wear a super cute like autumny vibe outfit, not thinking about the actual weather outside. So yeah, that happened. Hey guys, I know my filming has been a little bit all over the place recently, but today we are getting some headshots taken by my friend. I'll leave her Instagram on the screen and stuff. She's already been in videos, just in case you don't know. She's a photographer. Anyway, I'm about to do my makeup. I'm slightly rushing. I just feel pressured whenever I have anything, any kind of appointment, especially when it comes to doing makeup, because I feel like I haven't got my like, I don't do my makeup enough to kind of have like a good routine down. I've really been enjoying the kind of no foundation look. Sorry, this mirror is gonna end up being in the way. I've been enjoying the no foundation look, and as you can see, I took out my locks, the faux locks. They were annoying me. I'm so glad that they're out. I am so glad that they're out now. But it does mean that today's hair is a little bit of a risk, because it's going to be a fro, and we know if you have 4C hair, you know that fro, sometimes it be popping and sometimes it be not. So yeah, I'm not going to do too much talking. Actually, do you know what? I think I'm not even going to film this bit, because it's going to just put pressure on me and distract me a bit. I've tried to do a good skincare prep. I had a lot of texture on my skin recently, and I've tried my best to kind of like lessen it a bit. I find when I wake up in my morning, like all my texture's gone, like my skin looks so good, and then I don't know, the day just goes on and it somehow comes back. So I'm not sure why that is, but I'm hoping that this Milk Hydro Grip Primer is going to make my makeup stay on, and we're going to have a good makeup day. Putting it out in the air today because I need it. And I will talk to you a little bit later on. Hey guys, I made it to the studio. Just waiting on getting some headshots taken. This is the outfit. Very simple. I wanted to go for a very simple vibe. I'm not going to wear this in the picture, I don't think. And thinking very
a good action shot, don't worry.
I don't see myself.
Hey guys, so I just am actually about to start filming a video, the Astrology Personal Style part 3, I think. Yeah, part 3. I need to remember to look at the viewfinder because unfortunately this camera goes out of focus a lot. I forgot that I didn't actually end this video, so this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was a little bit all over the place because I was filming like over a course of about 3 or 2 months, which is, yeah, can kind of get a bit like here, there and everywhere. But this is something I'm going to try and do a little bit more often on my channel because I feel like I finally have a, I guess, a theme. I think I work better when I know how a video is. I know the purpose of a video, if that makes sense, like an end goal of the video or purpose of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Hope you stick around if you were new, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
I know them.